What's up, YouTube? It's your main man Bishop. Now, listen, if you have looked at my other two videos, you have seen that I have on the same uniform, meaning shirt. I'm sitting in the same spot. It's because I am binging and crunching in a bunch of these videos. I'm trying to do all the catching up that I want to do so that when I actually do start my next piece, you can kind of follow me as I go. You don't really have to wait on the video for another week because I am a procrastinator. Hey, it is what it is. I still love myself though. So, hey, by the way, that's me. Okay, that's me, and that's my wife to be. Anywho, so the last video I talked about my getting my Class A, my school, and the DMV testing and all that kind of stuff. Now I'm gonna move on to my search for companies. Now, so the biggest thing is for a new driver is finding somewhere that'll take you as a new driver with no experience. All these companies are posting ads. I looked on Craigslist, looked on Indeed, and I looked Monster. I looked everywhere, and even looked at some of the recruiters that came to the school, just trying to find companies that would take new drivers. And let me tell you, the main things I saw was the pay sucked, the training was either too short or way too long, or another thing I didn't like is basically a lot of companies want you to be a team driver, which I'm not interested in doing. While I'm in training, I want to train. I don't want to be a team driver. Because what happens is, like for instance, I had one company tell me, yeah, you've been training for 6 months, which to me is way too long. And the reason why it was 6 months is because during that 6 months, they run the truck like a team truck. So they're paying the trainer whatever it is, his rate is per mile, and they're only paying me 19 cents a mile for 6 months. And so basically, the truck is not stopping just like they would a team truck, and they're paying me a third of what they would pay a normal team driver for 6 months. Not interested. So I decided to go with a different alternative. I said, okay, well, let me find a company that the training's not too short, because I did look at companies where, hey, the training was like 4 or 5 days. I need to be out more. I haven't been around the road. I don't know about all these dockings and all this kind of stuff that I have no clue about. I need to learn still. So I wasn't really happy about that. So I decided to look in the companies that had that medium range of training, somewhere between 4 and 8 weeks. That's something I'll be comfortable with. I can learn everything I need to learn. And, I don't have to sit in there for 8 months or 6 months to just be used, basically. So I found some good companies. And so that's one thing I would say to the new drivers. Hey, make sure you do your research, man. Ask these companies how long your training is. What's your training pay? Where's orientation? Is there orientation pay? How long is orientation? How long do I have to be out with a trainer? How long is training? When I come out of training, how am I working? Do I have a probationary period? Is there a certain amount of mileage or hours I have to log behind the wheel before I'm officially a full-fledged driver? All those kind of things are stuff you need to know when you're calling these companies, looking to find a company to call home, because a lot of times if you don't ask the question, they won't tell you. They're just trying to get bodies and trucks because, hey, what the industry is really, really short right now. So the only way to kind of counteract that is to basically put butts in seats. Yeah. So, make sure you're asking these questions. And my next video, I'm going to get into some specific details about training for a few companies. And, and then you'll have the information that I had on some of these companies. So YouTube, it's been real. Bishop, I'm going to keep this one short since the other ones were so long. I love y'all. So.